Pretty sure I almost got attacked by several birds today, and squirrels, and geese that were up here. So it's pretty much like being attacked by everything.
Wow,
Yeah. Just wrapped up a little over 10 miles on this Monday morning. It is humid yet again. Can't seem to escape that. We had a great run. It was fake fall last week and the week prior, but yeah, back to heat and humidity. Not horrible this morning, in the 60s. Is what it is. But yeah, getting the week started off right with 10 easy effort miles. No strides today. Just putting in the work. Got some big workouts coming up later this week. This week was definitely a brutal week. I had my first 22 miler of this training cycle for New York City marathon training, and it was tough. 22 miles is never really easy. Actually, no, long distance running and marathon training is never easy at all. But yeah, it definitely was a tough week ahead. Miles are definitely stacking up. And it's one of those things where when you get deeper into marathon training, you start to realize that you're in it, you're in the thick of it, and things start to get hard. But that's what we're here for. We're here to accomplish goals. We're here to actually challenge ourselves even more. I like to think that when it comes to marathon training, you'll learn a little bit more about yourself, and especially on these longer runs. When you do these longer runs, yes, it can be mentally challenging, it can be physically challenging, but again, you learn a lot more about yourself as you progress further down the marathon training cycle. So with this 22 miler run coming up, it definitely kind of got me a little scared at first, because I've done these runs before, but it's one of those things where I think that getting in these long runs are getting tougher and tougher. Again, that's just marathon training. That's just how it goes. So I had a couple of workouts during the week. I had one marathon paced effort workout. It was about 6 miles total of marathon pace within a long run. That one really felt good. Legs felt fresh. They felt really good. Wow. Moving good and feeling good. Ooh, that was tough, but man, that felt good. It's one of those workouts that gives you that confidence boost. And if you're a runner, if you're a marathoner, you kind of know those kinds of runs where you have one of those great runs. If like the rule of thirds, you have great runs, you have runs that are just meh, and then you have bad runs. This one was one of those great runs that had marathon paced effort in there. So that was one of the good ones. Really excited about that one. I had the right shoes picked out for that one too. It just felt great. Everything clicked. The temperatures were ideal. It's one of those ones where I'm like, yes, like New York City marathon training, let's go. Friday evening, Jessie and I went into the city to get dinner. I was taking her out for a surprise show. We stopped at one of our favorite places called Farina, and we ended up getting the pesto pasta. It was absolutely delicious. Then we went to a candlelight show at the Seaport Museum. It was something I'd never heard of before, but I think it was a great surprise for Jessie. It was a string quartet covering 2 different bands' songs. It was actually really cool and a great way to end the evening. As we were headed back to the car, Jesse and I noticed that they were playing a movie in Independence Mall area. It's actually a really neat experience, and I think it started this week. So today's run is my longest run of this training cycle so far. 22 miles, easy effort. Now it's not necessarily easy, but it's considered easy effort. So there's that. But yeah, 22 miles, wow, it's like tough mentally and physically. But here to put the work in. I already did 18 before, and I've done close to 20. I've run this distance before, a little differently, and in different locations too. But yeah, I mean, embarking on a new adventure yet again. It's always fun getting these miles in. I mean, like I said, it's all about building that mental toughness and physical toughness also. Now, when it comes to New York City Marathon, I don't necessarily have a time goal for this race. I'm kind of using this training block as like a, it's like building block for my next marathon, which I haven't announced just yet. But I'm just using this one to build towards that one, build up my base more, build up my mileage. And I think one of the things that, when it comes to New York City Marathon, is that you have to like embrace all of it. Very similar to what I did for Boston. Just run it for fun. You gotta soak it all in while you can. I mean, it's a difficult race to get in. So, I'm gonna embrace all of it. On a lot of like nasal breathing during these easy effort runs. And this pretty much means like breathing through your nose and not out through your mouth. Helps keep things in check and make sure you're actually going at an easy effort pace. It's actually kind of interesting learning how to do that and run. It's kind of crazy, but it works really well. So New York is famous for having a lot of hills on its course, and I feel like I'm already somewhat prepared for these hills, because everywhere I go, there are hills everywhere. I'm gonna meet up with my buddy so we can finish out the rest of this run. He's not running a marathon, he's running a half in 2 weeks, so he's getting his base built a little bit by tagging along with me. I think it's great actually having the ability to run with friends, especially on these longer runs. I mean, it makes things go by so much faster. I mean, you're not really going that fast, but like, makes the time pass faster. For sure, I almost got attacked by several birds today, and squirrels, and geese that were up here. So it's pretty much like being attacked by everything. Wild West. Yeah. 6 miles left to go. The sun is coming out. Good thing I brought my sunnies, so that's good.
Does that mean you've done 16 already?
That means I've done 16.
Whoa,
Yeah.
whoa.
Yeah, man.
Man.
Just putting the miles in. That's it. Time flies when you're rolling with friends. Just going down the backside of this massive hill, and we're prepping for the next hill after that one in this series of terrible hills. There's like 3 in a row. Hill number 2. Oof. Hill number 3. Ugh. Less than 2 miles to go. Feeling pretty strong, I guess. I don't know. How you feeling? I'm good. I'm ready for this run to be done.
Yeah. Nice cold shower.
Yeah. Okay. Eesh. Just wrapped up 22-mile run. Man, this doesn't get any easier. But yeah, get stronger. It's one thing you do, get stronger. But yeah, the humidity definitely didn't help out at all. Glad there was a little bit of a breeze. Longest run of this training block done so far. I'm sure I'll have another 22-miler at some point. But yeah, now it's time to get some more carbs in and some electrolytes. Oof. I also think it might be time to retire my shoes. They're at the 300-mile mark right now. I can feel that my feet are starting to hurt by the time I get to like mile 20 or so. So it might be almost time to retire these shoes. Like I said, they're about like 350-ish miles or so. We'll see. I do have another backup pair, so there's that. Brand new pair. So I'll be breaking those ones out shortly. This is the Scratch recovery drink mix, chocolate vegan recovery mix, and I usually have this after pretty much all of my runs, especially the long runs, kind of replace all the carbs that I just burned through. It's definitely really good. It's chocolatey. It's delicious. Nothing beats a smoothie after a long run in the summertime. Man.